Hello again. The local authority in Birmingham are feeling very proud of themselves and boasting that they have been putting up what they call hostile vehicle mitigation bollards, which will prevent, as they phrase it, hostile vehicles from entering pedestrian areas so you can enjoy the famous Frankfurt Christmas market with confidence. I cannot remember last when I enjoyed a piece of officialese or bureaucratic jargon quite so much. Hostile vehicles. This conjures up an image of lorries and cars which can, like the Transformer toys, turn in an instant into dangerous robots or something. I wonder if any viewers have ever come across such a thing, a vehicle which is hostile to humans. These bollards, which some of us know as diversity barriers, began to be erected around the approaches to bridges, railway stations, and public buildings in London in the aftermath of some vicious attacks on pedestrians by fanatical Muslims intent on murdering as many people as possible. These metal bollards make it impossible to drive up on the pavement or ram one's way into public places, like the areas in front of stations and so on. These are not intended to protect the public from hostile vehicles at all, but rather from ordinary, law abiding vehicles which happen to be driven by mad Muslims. This is why it is Birmingham's Christmas market which needs to be protected, because a certain type of Muslim is enraged and driven into a homicidal fury by the sight of people shopping for Christmas. Why this might be, I should not like to adventure a guess, but I have a suspicion that it might be because they hate Christians and want to kill as many of them as possible in as short a time as can be conveniently managed. Anybody walking in central London these days will be so used to these hostile vehicle mitigation bollards that they hardly notice them. The architecture of our capital city has become transformed into what looks like preparations for a low-key war, and we simply take it as just another feature of diversity. Every new pedestrian area in London, anywhere that people might gather in large groups to socialise, must now be guarded by steel barriers, lest fanatical Muslims try to go on a killing spree. The noteworthy thing about the announcement by Birmingham City Council, to which I give a link in the description to this video, is of course that they managed to talk about putting up these dreadful things without once mentioning what their purpose actually was, which is no mean feat. Not a word about Islam, merely a reference to hostile vehicles. Mind you, the event in Liverpool has been a bit of a godsend for those wishing to conceal the actual nature of the danger to innocent shoppers at a Christmas market. It allows anybody who says that the mowing down of pedestrians is an Islamist tactic to be told that the last such attack was carried out by a white Englishman, a former soldier no less. Those hinting that hostile vehicles are something to do with Muslims must surely be raving Islamophobes. As I say, the very appearance of open spaces in my capital city has now been transformed out of all recognition, and few people even seem to care. Certainly, you won't see any newspaper or television station spell out just what is happening in plain language.